You know, if Marvel can make me care for a talking raccoon and a tree that only knows its name, surely enough, they can make me care for a guy who can shrink to the size of an ant and play with him. In Ant-Man, Scott Lang teams up with Dr. Hank Pym, who gives him a suit that actually allows him to shrink to the size of an ant to help pull off a heist that could actually possibly save the world. Now, going into Ant-Man, I was looking forward to this film, but also not looking forward to this film. So I would say I went in with very lukewarm expectations. You know, it could be good, it could be bad. I honestly didn't know. Ever since Edgar Wright left the productions, it kind of left my expectations up in the air. And I have to say, you guys, I was blown away by Ant-Man because this is one of my favorite films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So much about this movie works and honestly simply blew me away. The strongest element in this film, in my opinion, is the creativity. I mean, the action sequences are so creative and inventive and they feel fresh and new. Also, the comedy in this film is so funny. I laughed so much in this film. I mean, so much. And Michael Pena steals the show, especially in the comedy department. Every time this guy appeared on screen, he was just joke after joke that he was saying just constantly kept hitting with me. Now, one of the things I've noticed with this Marvel Cinematic Universe is all the films are so interconnected that they don't really feel like standalone movies. You know, like this one's building off of this one and this one is building off of this one. And Ant-Man, definitely you do get to see where it fits in all of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But this is the first one since an origin story where it actually feels like a standalone film, and that element feels so refreshing and so new. Something that we've noticed happening in the MCU, and sequels do this in general, you know, the next one you have to make the stakes feel higher and more stronger, you know, in a sense bigger. And Ant-Man actually does the reverse effect, and by going smaller and being more condensed and not having so many increment storylines and so many plot points about Thanos and the Infinity Stones and all these different side stories and trying to bring them all together like a puzzle. This one, it just makes it smaller and condenser, and the heist storyline just makes it all the more refreshing. Now, I will say, in terms of flaws, I only have one flaw, and that's with the villain. Not Corey Stoll's portrayal of the villain. I thought Corey Stoll was great, but the villain himself is just, it's still that Marvel cliche of a hungry businessman just out for more money and world domination. You know, you've seen it in all the Iron Man films, the Incredible Hulk. You see it in this one as well. I will admit though, I do feel like Ant-Man is probably the best execution of this cliche, but it's still a cliche at the end of the day, and I would like it if Marvel would change up their formula with their villains. Overall, Ant-Man is an exciting, fun time, you guys. I had an absolute blast watching this film, and it blew my mind. Ant-Man might show some slight wears and tears, but it's shockingly one of the best films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it's actually probably my favorite origin story in all of the MCU. As the score goes, Ant-Man is going to earn a 4 out of 5. So you guys, have you seen Ant-Man? What did you think of this film? Where would you possibly rank this in the MCU? Me, it's towards the bottom. I mean, we're like talking like top 5, possibly top 4. I mean, this is a great movie in my opinion. Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And until next time, you guys, I'm the Slasher Movie Reviewer, and you guys have just been slashed.